What a
Hello
fucking...
everyone and welcome back to the HCW YouTube channel. My name is Rank Wrestle and it's took me 15 minutes to sort out this recording and it's been awful. How are you doing, the bastard?
I'm great, mate. That was the best 15 minutes of my life.
Just seeing me panic and get confused and more confused.
There's nothing better than watching a grown-ass man sweat.
Yep, it only seems to happen with you though, that's the worst thing.
I mean, the clue's in my name, mate. I am a bastard.
You are a bastard and you've ruined everything.
That's the plan.
So we are here for a kind of special show. It wasn't booked in my knowledge until it suddenly appeared on the good old Facebook timeline. So we're going to be discussing the Halloween Mayhem 2 at Sedgwick Servicemen's Club this Saturday, not Friday, Saturday, because the bingo's on.
But, mate, priorities are bingo. You've got to put bingo first.
Yep. So there's 4 matches to discuss. There may be more on the show, but we don't know.
Anything can happen.
Yep, anything can happen. I'm telling you, there's going to be a Sheik versus Abdullah match. Rob's going to love it. But we're going to kick off with a bit of a mystery. We've got Clarkwood versus TJ Sky and a mystery partner.
A mystery partner. There's nothing better than a good mystery partner match.
TJ Sky has friends.
Oh, TJ Sky has a lot of friends. And he's chose to bring one along this time. Take on the Clarks.
Yeah, and like it's probably the best tag team in BCCW he's taking on, so he does need a good mystery partner.
Yeah, I mean, let's not take anything away from TJ though. TJ is quality, so you know, I can see him holding his own against the Clarks. I don't see him beating them. It's TJ, and I hope he gets his arse kicked.
Yeah, everyone does. So TJ, as it stands, is because he's not had a tag team match that I know of this year in BCCW. No. He is 0-4, so he's had a great run recently. And Clarkwood are 1-1 if you just go and buy their tag team matches. So it'll be big for the Clarkwood to pick up a win here because they like to kind of keep a positive record, and it would just be nice for TJ Sky to actually have a win.
It'd be good. I mean, yeah. It would be nice for TJ to have a win. No one wants to see it happen, but, you know, it would be nice for him. The Clarks, obviously, this is like a point-to-prove match, maybe, you'll say. They've got to get it. They've got to win this. They're the team, aren't they? They are BCCW's tag team at the end of the day. And they need to get back on their winning ways.
Yeah, so obviously at the last show they were involved in the Rumble, so they didn't really have a match in that essence, and all 3 men that have been mentioned so far are involved in the Rumble. So I can't see past Clarkwood, I'm going to be honest, but then again, everyone loves a mystery partner. Like, it could be anyone. Could be Roman Reigns.
You was at the Rumble. Yeah. You saw what happened at the Rumble. Like, we always say anything can happen in BCCW, and it really can.
Is there a third Clark?
Maybe there's a triplet. Who knows?
Matt, Mark, and Mitch. Yeah. Like, to be fair, I'm going to change my mind. I feel like a mystery. It could be anyone, and it could just be like, you know, some dominant force will come out the blue.
It could be Hornswoggle.
Yeah, it could be the opposite of what I just said.
To be fair, I'd back it if it was Hornswoggle.
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be someone big, and then it's going to turn TJ Sky into a Shawn Michaels role, and he's going to have a diesel, and he's going to be pushed to the moon. No, I'm working too much out of my head.
Can you imagine TJ getting that Shawn Michaels push like that?
He's a sexy boy.
Yeah, he is. He's beautiful, and he's got a nice new cape as well, which I'm hoping gets debuted this Saturday because it's beautiful.
But I'm going to go with TJ. What are you thinking?
I'm sticking with the Clarks. I'm never going to overlook the Clarks. I absolutely love them. Matt and Mark are quality, and I like watching TJ lose.
But you like to back him at the same time. He's very underrated.
Yeah, I love the guy. I absolutely love him. He's a bastard, mate, and you got to love him.
Nah, definitely. So we're going to move on to a match which is going to be a banger of a match. It's going to be George Lyden versus the key to the kingdom holder. That's the wording. Lee Hunter. So clearly, what I've already said, he won the match last to have the key to the kingdom. So at any point, he can cash that in. He is 0-4, so he's as good as TJ Scully in singles matches this year. And Lyden beat Mahari Singh at the last show, so he's 1-0. So he is on a roll, and Lyden's on a roll everywhere. So this is going to be a very, very good match.
He's the lost hunter, isn't he, as well? So
yeah, it's like father against son, isn't it? That's what it is.
It's going to be amazing. I mean, I know you say like with Lee 0-4, but you know he went through the Rumble.
Yeah,
he won the Rumble from number 3, eliminated his brother, which was an absolute
it's on
tear.
YouTube.
It's available. I said it was going to drop, and it dropped.
Just like his relationship with his brother.
But Lee Hunter's now in that unique category, isn't he? With only one other person, that's Ric Flair. The other man, and
Lee Hunter and Ric Flair. I don't know. To be fair, I think that match could be booked. I feel like they could. We could book that match.
I don't know how much Flair and be able to deal with Lee right now. Flair's already died once in a ring. You really want him to go again?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I mean, if he'll do it just for beer, I'm happy for Rick to come round.
Yeah, and like he always comes with Lorraine. You might end up getting Andrade on the show for no reason and flipping Charlotte just because it's Ric Flair.
Well, ain't they going through like separation?
Yeah, well, yeah. But yeah, back to the actual match. So yeah, this is gonna be a banger of a match. I feel Lee Hunter, even though he's on a bad slope, he's just come out of a big win. So and I think he'll have the experience. Well, he's definitely got the experience head. So I feel like he'll pick up the win against Lyden. But Lyden's gonna be impressive here.
This is going to be a great showing for Lyden. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. Again, I'm like you. I can't overlook Lee.
Yeah.
It's Lee Hunter.
Not in Tipton. He's not in Tipton. I forgot we're not in Tipton.
He's not in Tipton.
Is he going to be nice in Dudley? Is that what's going to confuse the world now?
No. He can't be because it's BCCW. Okay. Everything's different here. So.
But it might be that he's hated he's supposed to be loved in Tipton. And they're like...
yeah. But yeah, BCCW messes with all the talents. Apparently, all their heads get loopy and they forget
multiverse of madness. Yeah,
that's it. We get brainbusters getting hit and all kinds of stuff. It's fun. But I'm backing Lee on this. I think Lyden's going to come in with a great showing, absolute quality showing, and we're going to get to see a real showcase of him against Lee Hunter. I mean, like we've said at the start, he's a lost hunter, so he needs to show up against his big brother, so to speak.
Yeah,
but Lee gets the win. He's got the key.
Yeah, he's got the key. He's probably going to hit him with the key. That's probably what's going to happen, isn't it? We'll move on to one of 2 title matches that are on the card because we do love a title match. We've got... I don't know which order to put this in because I feel like one is definitely the main event, but then there's also one that's the main event in my heart. It might be the main event. So I'm going to skip this round. I had it in a different order. We're going to go with Steve Keing versus CJ Rollins for the Backcountry Championship. So Steve Keing was in the Rumble. He hasn't appeared since he lost in a Fatal 4-Way for that title. Winner being CJ Rollins. Liam Perrin and Regan was involved in that. And then obviously CJ Rollins he beat Joseph Connors. See, that's how I feel when I said that, yeah.
Just get abuse from the background noise of the audience, then it was just out of nowhere.
But yeah, CJ's 4-0, so he's the opposite of the good old Lee and TJ Sky. And Regan's only had 1 match and he's lost it, so you can't really judge him by that. But CJ beat 3 people, including Steve Keing, so is he going to be able to roll him over again?
Well, the thing with Steve Keing right now, like you said, the Fatal 4-Way, Steve Keing's last match in BCCW until he returned at the Rumble. And when he did return at the Rumble, he's come back with even more of an attitude, even bigger chip on his shoulder. I mean, he put out a promo to CJ, and he full on called out CJ. he's not afraid, and he's definitely going to be bringing 110%. So he's a dangerous man. He really is. So you can't overlook him. But it is CJ, and
man's on a roll.
we love CJ.
Yeah.
He's on an absolute roll. He's on a roll across the country right now. So I don't see CJ not coming out of this.
Yeah. As I said, like Steve Keing, the only time I've seen him prior to this was the match against Regan, that like no disqualification, kind of just beat the crap out of a meat slapping meat match. Good showing in that match, and he did have a good showing in the Rumble. But yeah, CJ, I feel like he's just a force at the moment, and he's just one of them guys that you bet on him.
Absolutely.
But it's still going to be a good match, and I feel like it's a different variation. CJ's fought a lot of like Connors, and then a few like the TJ Sky was involved in the match, I believe. There was a fatal 4-way. So Keane's probably the biggest guy he's faced.
Yeah. Well, you got to bet with Keane as well. He's got that brute strength.
Yeah.
And I mean, his whole motto is you tap or I snap, and he backs it up, and he will definitely be bringing it to TJ or Charlie Boy, as he called him in the
Charlie Boy
promo. So it's going to be good. It's going to be hard hitting. This one is, I think, really hard hitting. But yeah, CJ gets it for me.
Yeah, I'll probably have to be CJ. I feel like he's just on a roll, so he's going to be on 5-0, and maybe he can end the year at 6-0. Dean, yeah. But we're going to go to what I class as my main event. I don't know if it's the main event. It probably is the main event. I'd like it to be the main event. We've got a rivalry that's been heating up throughout the year. So, backstory, people watch it. Luke Douglas versus Lucas Cashmere. Thought he was going to win the title. Then Jack Ball got his beak involved, attacked Luke Douglas and then it got thrown out. Then there was a qualification match between Luke and Jack. Jack beat Luke. Then
with his feet on the ropes.
Yeah, his feet were on the ropes. I'd see you're backing up Luke more than me there. And then it ended up with a triple threat match because of obviously the dodginess of that. And Lucas Cashmere picked up the win in that to retain the title. Then they gave Luke the opportunity to claim because he didn't really lose the one-on-one match, and he picked up the win, and he's currently the King of the Division champion. And to end the cycle of that really prolonged, he's going to be fighting Jack Ball in a no-holds-barred match.
Yeah, this has been going on for a year now. So these two, well, we should have had this match a few months back.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Jack couldn't be there.
Bottled it.
Sorry, we had a little bit of a moment then where everything just went all weird.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't know what I said, Karen.
Yep, it's okay. So this should have happened a few months back, but this is now going ahead finally, and no holds barred.
And there's a title on the line.
Jack Ball, he's got this attitude and aggression in him that he's like nothing else in BCCW at the minute. He really is bringing it out on everybody, and he doesn't care who he's hurting. He doesn't care who he's got to take out. He's just going to demolish everybody for what he wants, and I absolutely love that.
Of course you do. Anyway, but yeah, so record-wise, Jack's 2-1 in losses, and Luke's 2-2. This is going to be a good match in essence. If anyone's seen, obviously Jack Ball is a bit of a scuzzbag, as we know, but Luke Douglas has a tendency to be able to get violent. For anyone he's had a few death matches in Kamikaze Pro. He's had like disqualifications with people like Bram. There was a death match with a certain person that's been cancelled, which I can't discuss, but he had a death match.
It happened.
He's also tag team partners with Clint Margera. So, he's got a bit of experience of being able to push the rules and no holds barred. So it's going to be a tough match for Jack, I'll be honest. Like, he's a bit of a cuzzbag, but like this is kind of Luke's wheelhouse of being able to just be violent.
See, I see what you're saying about
And I raise you.
about your champion. However, I do agree. This is one of them things for the BCCW universe. If you've not seen Luke outside of BCCW, you're in for a hell of a surprise, because this man is capable of bringing serious pain to people, especially in this environment where it's no hold barred. He can do what he wants, where he wants to, whoever he wants. It's going to be great. But Jack Ball, he's just a violent, evil little man, and I love everything.
He is
about
an
him.
aggressive man. I've not seen him in a hardcore environment, and I feel like he would thrive because he's aggressive without it being hardcore. So
exactly,
if he can randomly get chairs and stuff involved, it's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
And we all know who I'm going for because this is a non-biased podcast. But who do you believe is going to win?
I'm going with Jack.
Well, you're wrong. Anyway.
You just said non-biased. You can't talk like that.
The show's clearly not biased. If anyone ever watches the show, in every match that I've ever spoke about Luke Douglas, there's no bias at all.
Nah, not at all. This is part of the reason we love you, because it's non-biased journalism.
Yep. This is what I bring to the table, non-biased. But yeah, Luke's going to win. But yeah, overall, the fans are going to win. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to end it on that.
We did that one last month, didn't we? The fans win.
Okay, I'm going to win. I don't know what you want from me.
Either way, it's going to be great. This match is going to be brutal, like we said. It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
So,
and it rounds off a good card. You've got like a decent match with Lee Hunter and George Lyden, like a father-son match. That's what I'm going with. You've got a mystery partner in the Clarkwood match, so that's always good. Everyone loves a mystery.
Exactly.
CJ Rollins being CJ Rollins against Keing. It's just going to be a hoss fight, and then you've just got all-out warfare.
What more do you want on a Saturday night in Sedgley?
Yeah, Saturday night. I literally told someone I couldn't record Friday because I was at this show. Until I look, I'm so used to it being on a Friday.
See, your lies.
Yeah,
you're nothing but lies.
Yeah, it was non-biased journalism. So, are there some tickets left? Because I know it's very limited.
They are available still. You can still get some. We've had quite a few people that reach out to us and they want to get on the door rather than pay online. Don't know why people choose that option, because it's much safer to get it online. Yeah. But, you know, we've offered to save tickets so people can pay on the door on collection, and they said, no, we're coming. They're just going to hit and hope, I think. But as always, with BCCW, they just go, yeah, come on in. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get in, even if it's packed, until the owners turn around, tell us that we've just up and we've got to remove people.
Fire execs, yeah. Is there a bar at this place?
Of course there's a bar. What do you take us for, heathens?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll probably, if you told me that, I might not turn up if there was no bar.
Although there is a bar, but the scratchings, I don't know if it's on par with Alan's.
Yeah. I might not turn up.
So, not going to lie, I don't think the scratchings will be on par with Alan's.
I feel like you shouldn't have mentioned this. People might not turn up at the door now.
No, it's fine. Madry's £4 on the pull.
Anything's better than £6 Carlin in places. I went to a place. Where did I go? I can't remember what it was. There? We went to a bar and a Peroni was £7.20. Head of steam in Birmingham, you filthy bastards.
You dirty people.
Yeah, and then there was like a mystery beer that I've been... Well, it's a mystery. I've had it twice on accident. First time I intended to have it. The second time I forgot I didn't have it. And it was 12 quid. For a £13% stout. Anyway, let's move back to wrestling. So our tickets will be in the description. They're on a sale as of this recording. Might not be when this video's out the next day. Get down there. It's on a Saturday. As soon as it finishes, you can go out and Dudley.
I mean, it's Saturday, which is already... BCCW is going crazy. The mess with Lee Hunter at Tipton... People hit Brainbusters, and now they've got shows on a Saturday. What is happening with the world? And I can also let you know, because I like to give you at least something every time I'm here. I am a bastard, but I like to bring you presents. This isn't a physical present, just so you're aware. They have a whole new line of merchandise, which is dropping on the website as well over the next few days. So you'll see that on all their socials. All the T-shirts been revamped. And down the line, they're looking at some caps, bottles, water bottles, coffee mugs, the whole
Right Wrestle Teddies.
shebang. It's all going to be dropping over the next week or so.
You
So
avoided that.
make
That's
sure
good.
you look out for that.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad you just avoided what I said completely.
Yeah, just overlook it.
No, why does not anyone want to rate Wrestle Teddy?
I'll be honest, my sound's a bit dodgy, and that sounded like you said, why does nobody want to rape a Wrestle Teddy?
And on that note, I might end it there. Everyone like and subscribe. Links are in description, and I will see you this Saturday. I am Right Wrestle.
Yes. I'm a bastard.
And I don't know how to goodbye. Oh, yeah.